Welcome back. I'm Martin, and as you might know, I'm hosting at the moment the last train scoring competition together with my friend, the German composer Andreas Dormann. And I would like to give you 7 tips how you can conquer and get started quickly with a scoring competition or any task that you might need to get through, because just telling you, for this competition there are still 10 days left, and that's a lot of time for a 90-second track. Really, in the real world you will never ever get 10 days or 2 weeks or 3 weeks for a 90-second clip. And second, a scoring competition is always a fun project. In the real world, normally, you have to deal with the director, and the director will precisely tell you what they want to hear. And just to give you a little example, you might be the 5-star cook, for a scoring competition, doing your thing. Working with the director, it's more like you are the baker in the pizzeria, and he tells you he wants the spicy salami together with Nutella. And you think, wow, it might be better with gorgonzola and some onions, but if they tell you spicy salami with Nutella, you do it. So take those scoring competitions as what they are. Fun projects, they are perfect to show who you are and how you would tell your musical story. But really keep this in mind. These are not real world situations. So let's get started. Tip number 1, watch the movie 2, 5, 10 times and listen to your inner self. What emotions do you get out of that clip, and how would you like to underline and to enhance these emotions? What would you like to tell with your music? We come directly to tip number 2. Once you saw the movie and have inside already a score that you hear how you would like, to enhance the story, to tell your story, are there key moments that you would like to really point out or not? Do you think you will just go on with the music with the same tempo, or would you like to have a pause, a tempo change and whatsoever? And in those cases, right away place your markers. If you don't know how to do it, there should be a link to a tutorial where I'm explaining in depth how to set markers, how to beat map your project and those things. So what are those markers good for? If there's a certain point that you really would like to drive up to and then make a change or something, you can do something like this once you placed the marker. And he missed the train. And then if you would like to really go a step further, then yes, the very right moment where I have the marker, the train is missed, precisely here you can set a statement like this to get into your silence. Tip number 3. Do a really quick and dirty playthrough of the whole scene. Really sit on the piano or whatever your instrument is and then just play through hectic at the beginning. Then there's silence. Then there comes a sad story. There comes a sad melody. It gets positive and whatever. Just play it in and then get it as quick as possible done with all those cue starter presets that you have. This is the very right moment to use them, to put them into play. So in my case, I just used a loop combo for symphonic destruction to really get something on that project, to don't have a blank sheet anymore, but to get a musical idea what there might be. It sounds like this. Tip number 4, if you would like to use sound design, then this is the very right moment. What do you hear? Do you hear that man running up the steps or not? Do you hear a train passing by or not? Do you hear the clock ticking or not? So if so, then really all DAWs do have for sure, many of those effects in there, and then you can just look for them. Train. So here are the trains. For example, or someone running up or down the stairs, run. Here, footsteps, sneaker wood, snow run, sneaker, heels, concrete. do this and place those sound design effects in your score, and then maybe use some effects on them, some delay, some reverb, whatever you think might suit the scene. But just get it done quick and dirty for now to have something in that project and get over writer's block. Next thing. For example, in our competition, we told you you need to use at least one free library. I went for the free Foundations piano from Heaviosity, and out of the box it already sounds like this. Already pretty nice, having even this textural layer, and then use whatever plugins and effects you have to get this sound your personal signature sound. So I used a little bit of shimmer on it, which in my opinion suits that empty hall, this lonely feeling. Then of course it's even pretty sad. I put some distortion in it to get it a little more gritty. And just to show you quickly what I did there, you know, there is the shimmer, there is a little bit of obscene, and then, you know, we are talking about a vast space, about emptiness inside, about loneliness, about, you know, the feelings that are just circling. You know, this is my interpretation, my story. I even placed vast on it, and now my signature sound sounds like this. And there it sits. And with 3 notes, I'm telling my story. Tip number 6. Less is more. Really, don't overdo it with your music. You know, the music is there to help the story to be told, but you should never ever take too much attention from the story if you're writing film music, you know, if you're scoring to pictures. So keep this in mind, less is more. And tip number 7 is another really easy one. Done is better than perfect. Okay, so don't get lost in this chord progression. Is it better to go to the A minor 7 or to the A minor 7 sub 9 or whatsoever? Just place this chord for the melody and stuff like this, for the sound design. Really, it's better to get the job finished in time and hand it out, other than getting lost in too much detail, going for perfection, and then maybe miss the date. And yeah, that's it already from my side for today. I really just wanted to give you those 7 tips as a starter, you know, to help you how you can really start from a blank project, a blank sheet, getting a score done. And then obviously I won't leave these loops from Symphonic Destruction. I will do something a little more sophisticated in there. And you see it even here. Yes, I have my signature sound in the Foundations piano to tell with my melody, my story of that man sitting there, but I'm even layering it with some other 2 piano libraries on top or underneath or whatsoever. Be surprised. I don't have any other markers, just to tell you. You know, there's 1 marker, there's 1 tempo change, which should be enough in my opinion. And I think really that's it from my side for today. I just wanted to encourage you to participate, you know, to get something done, to show us your creativity, to surprise us with your scores. I mean, we have prizes for over 1,500 euros in this. We have 11 prizes, I think, so chances are pretty high that you win something. And even if you missed the scoring competition, I still hope that those 7 tips might have been anyhow interesting for you, just, you know, to get you out of your comfort zone and just start doing it. And really, that's it from my side for today. Again, if you would like to learn how to beat map and how to set markers if you're scoring to picture, then there is a link, and even here there should be a link to a tutorial that I made some time back, which should show you this in detail. And that's it really. Make good music always. See you in the next video or in the next live stream. Bye bye.